I'm now ready to fit the modified transmission box or gearbox onto the lathe. Here's the lathe, and let's get that in shot. That's it. I'm taking the cover off, and we're going to remove some of these items around here to get access to this spindle box so we can take it off. At this stage I've taken the power box off, and I'm just going to mark the wires on the side of the casing here. The first wire on my right I'll label number 4, so the first one on my left is 1, 2, 3 and 4. You probably can't see that very well. There. And this one will have one black mark on the wire. This number 2 will have 2 black marks, and so on. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know number 1 goes to there. So I'll just click that, just mark that. That looks like number 4 down here. And the other 2 go 1 to the mains and 1 back to the, looks like the motor housing in the rear. Put that back. The next thing I'll probably take off is this cover off the back, because there's a screw holding it to the spindle box, so I know that's got to come off, so I might as well take that off now. Reduce some of the weight. So that's the cover removed. Just wipe the back of it. The next step is to remove this wheel. She's got an Allen key in there. I'll take that off. Take the wheel off. And it's got a little Allen key, a little key there, which we can have to take off. And turn it around. There it is there. So remove that. It was quite tight, and this is a little spacer, a little key, and the spacer, the keyway. The spacer goes on the back, and the keyway on the front goes all the way through. That's why it was a bit tight. Should have pulled the sleeve off first. Now we remove the nut at the bottom of the change gear assembly, which is that piece down there. We'll take that off now. This looks like a number 14mm, so I've just put a spanner on there, and that's coming off. There's a nut and a washer, so there's a nut. I'll put that in another compartment. That's it there, that's the washer, and the nut, which was used a 14mm spanner, so that goes over there. I might mark these boxes in their sequence to mount, so we know what we are. The next step is to remove the gear housing up here, and there are 2 Allen screws hold that, so I'll take them off now. That should come out in one piece. That'll go in box 5. That's it. And it'll come off in one piece as well. Came out like that. That's it there. The next step is to remove the forward reverse gear change lever. That's done by removing this screw here. It has a little washer on it. Washer. We'll put that in, should be in 6, and that should come out. There's another washer there, just fell off. So there's a star washer, spring washer, then a flat washer. I believe this should just pull off. Maybe I'll pull up the little knob first, and that's it there. Okay. The next step is to undo these nuts on the spindle, but I don't think I have to remove them. I think I just need to take this cover plate off. Normally you would do that, but I'll just see how I go by taking the this cover off first. And we'll go into box 7 for that. If that plate comes off, I don't need to take those nuts off, or the gear off the spindle. This spindle box is the original spindle box. There's the plate, nice big casting. It goes into cardboard box 7. Now, looks like we need to remove the belt, and we've got to get access to a screw under there where the motor is. So we're going to take the motor cover off. The next step was actually to remove the power housing. However, I've already done that, but we now have to remove these 4 earthing wires. Number 1 will be removed now. Spins around a bit, so I just better hold the lug so it doesn't get damaged. That's it. And star washer goes up against the casing, then the solder lug, then the lug, then the screw with its with a spring washer. So the number 2 are quite tight, and the lugs spin round. I don't want to break them. This one's become damaged, simply broke because of the forces, so that will need to be replaced. That's the mains earth, would you believe? A new lug will need to be put on that. It'll have to be crimped on with a crimping tool. These lugs are quite poor, very skinny, so I'm going to replace it with a decent lug. These sets, it's no good now. So you have to be careful with these. The spring washers are too tight. The lug material is very thin brass. This one, number 3, came off alright without any problem. And finally, number 4 seems to be alright as well. So I will now stop and go and get myself a brand new lug. Before I do anything else, I'm going to replace that lug.